Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining class today. It's Thursday afternoon here in Colorado, but whatever time, morning, afternoon, whatever day it is, thank you for taking time out of your busy day to join me for class. Today we're going to be working on the pause. Not only the pause at the top and the bottom of our breath, but the pause in our poses. When we're doing inversions, when we're doing standing poses, trying to find that pause, that stillness. For class today, you will want to have 2 sliders. You can have actual furniture sliders to slide on the floor, depending on what your floor is made of. If you have wood, you can also use a blanket. You can use 2 washcloths, as you see that I'm using. If you have carpeting, the better option is furniture movers that they sell. They're nice and cheap. I would suggest those versus the fancy ones that they make for fitness, because those are like twice the price. But either one will work. So you want to be someplace where we can slide. We're going to be working on inversions. Please do not, if you are newer to yoga, let this scare you off. There will be modifications and there will be an inversion for every level of practice. So let's start today in child's pose. Going to bring our toes together, big toes. Going to bring our knees the width of the mat. Pull that belly in and set those hips back. Setting your hips back towards your heels. Crown, the forehead may come to or towards the earth. Settling your lower body into the spot. Taking a seat in this version. Making any adjustments that you may need. Bringing your knees wider. Bringing them in slightly. You can always push into your fingers and lift slightly. Round that belly. Set those hips back a little further. And bring your torso and your forehead back down. As you settle into your pose, make your adjustments. You can walk your hands forward, but then let those shoulders lay on the back. If you want a more active centering, you can rise up on the tips of your fingers. If you want a more relaxed version, think of aligning those pointer fingers, but arms just reach out straight. Forearms can even lay on the earth if that feels better. Again, make your adjustments. Settle in. Eyes are soft or closed. And bring your focus to your breath. Here you can feel that inhale as your belly pushes against your thighs. Exhale. Belly pulls back in, belly button up towards the spine. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, pause. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, and pause. Fully inhaling, slow and intentional, filling your belly, filling your torso, finding that pause at the top of your inhale, and exhale. Exhale completely, finding the pause at the bottom. That moment of stillness. Continuing your breath in and out. With your next inhale, rising up to a table, tucking the toes, and lifting up into your down dog. Whether this is your first or your 50th dog of the day, check in with your pointer fingers that they're nice and parallel. Push into your tips of your fingers, the base of your palms, and then push back. Shoulder blades laying gently on the back. Spine is long. Pushing the four corners of your feet down to the earth. Your heels are reaching to or towards. If you have tight hamstrings, keep a bend in the knees. And take your dog for a walk, bending first your right knee, then your left, alternating knees. Straight leg, the heel is reaching actively for the earth as your hips are reaching for the ceiling. Inhale high on the balls of your feet and bring your heels over to the right side and drop your heels. Pivot your feet to the right. Finding a nice stretch through the left side of your body. Inhale back to center, high on the balls of both feet. Pivot to the left and drop your heels over to the left side. Finding the stretch on the other side. Inhale high, come back to center, and with your exhale, heels reach to or towards the earth, and find a moment of stillness. If you inhale, rise high on the balls of your feet, look between your thumbs, and walk to the top of the mat. Inhale and lift halfway. Exhale, folding in deeply. Your toes, big toes may be touching. There may be space between your feet, more of a hip distance. Again, tight hamstrings. Put a micro bend in those knees. But actively pushing down into the four corners of your feet and lifting your hips. Let your head hang. Fingers are tented, shoulders are on your back. Inhale, hands to hips with strong legs and a strong core. Rise to stand and release. Come into Tadasana. Gently close your eyes and set your intention for your practice. With your inhale, arms reach up, gaze looks up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Plant your hands and step back, right foot, left foot, top of a plank. Pushing down into the earth, pushing the earth away. Heart becomes soft as your shoulder blades come together. Reach your heels back. Feel those legs activate. Lift up with those knees. Lift your quads and then pull that belly in. And breathe. With your next exhale, come forward and exhale fully all the way to the mat. Tops of your feet to the earth. Inhale to a baby cobra, pulling your heart through. Gaze is soft. Exhale, nose to mat. Tuck your toes and yogi's choice. Come through table or push up through plank and find your down dog. Taking a couple breaths here in your dog. Inhale high on the balls of your feet. Look between your thumbs and step forward. Right foot, left foot. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale and fold in deeply. Root down through the four corners and rise up. Reach up, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, left foot followed by right this time. Again, push the earth away as you soften your heart. Heels reach back as your quads lift. Tailbone tucks and your belly pulls in. And just be here and breathe. Waking up those shoulders. Waking up your core and your legs. Now, if appropriate, drop your knees. Exhale. With your exhale, either drop your knees and come through to the earth or come through your chaturanga and come all the way to the mat. Tops of your feet to the earth. Inhale to a baby cobra, pulling your heart through. Exhale, nose to mat. Tuck your toes. Push up through plank or come through table to your down dog. Inhale, rise high on the balls of your feet. Look between your thumbs, step forward, left foot, right foot. Inhale and lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold deeply. Pushing down into the four corners. Reach up, rise up, gaze up. And exhale to heart center. Adding on. Inhale, reach your arms up. And as your hands come through heart center, bend your knees and come to your first chair of the day. As you settle into your first chair, push down into the four corners. Lift with your knees. Push your knees away from each other at the same time as you bring your thighs in towards each other. Tuck that tailbone, pull that belly in. Just be here. Exhale and fold. Inhale to lengthen. Plant your hands, half step, jump back to the top of a plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or baby cobra. Exhale to your down dog. Plant your left foot at a 30-degree angle. Right foot steps up between the thumbs and rise up, warrior one. Stacking here, taking a breath. Check in that you're pushing into the ball of that right foot. You're pushing into the four corners of your left. Hips are squaring towards the front of the room. Left hip is reaching forward, right is reaching back. Exhale, hands on either side of your right foot, step back, top of the plank and inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog and exhale, your down dog. Plant your right foot, step that left foot forward. Back foot is a 30-degree angle. Rise up, warrior one. Again, push into the ball of that front foot as you push into the four corners of your right. Right hip reaches forward, left hip reaches back. Exhale, release your hands on either side of your front foot and step back, top of a plank to inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale to your down dog. Taking 4 breaths here. Even here, finding the pause, finding the stillness in your practice. Where is your mind? Is it in the present, focused on the practice, or wandering all over? Bring it back. Let it find stillness. Inhale, rise up high on the balls of your feet. Look between your thumbs. Half step jump. Top of the mat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale and fold in deeply. Big toes to touch. Space between your heels. Arms reach up, coming to your chair. Inhale to stand. Taking a breath. Inhale, arms reach up as your hands come through heart center. Come back to that chair. Again, push down into the 4 corners. Feel the thighs reach in as the hips reach out. Belly pulls in. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, yogi's choice. Half step, jump back to the top of your plank and inhale here. Push the earth away. As you exhale, come chaturanga or to the earth. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. And exhale to your down dog. Plant that right foot. Inhale, step that left foot forward. Rising up to your warrior 1. Exhale, hands on either side of your front foot. Step back, top of the plank. Exhale, chaturanga to the earth. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale to your down dog. Plant your left foot, right foot steps up between your thumbs. Inhale, rise up, warrior 1. Exhale, hands on either side of your front foot. Step back, top of the plank. Exhale here. Inhale, chaturanga. And exhale to your down dog. Taking a few breaths here. With your inhale, rise high on the balls of your feet. Look between your thumbs, bend your knees, half step jump to the top of the mat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, folding in. Toes to touch. Space between the heels, bend your knees, rise up into your Utkatasana chair pose. Push down into those feet. And inhale to Tadasana. And exhale, release your hands. Whew, getting warm in here. From the front of your mat, you're going to inhale and reach up. Exhale and fold. Inhale to lengthen halfway. Plant your hands. We're going to step that right foot back to a long lunge. Now, if it's appropriate for you, drop the knee. Leg can be lifted or dropped. Inhale, we're just going to lift the belly off the thigh. Palms are reaching up towards the ceiling, facing the ceiling. Fingers are reaching for the back of the room. We're going to get into our shoulders a little bit here. Breathing, find that 4-count breath. Reach those palms up to the ceiling. Inhale, bring your arms back in line with your torso, then bring them out into a T. Thumbs turn up to face the ceiling. And move from your fingertips to your armpits. The whole arm lifts up towards the ceiling. Inhale, arms come to a Y. Again, thumbs reach up. Now maybe your fingertips are reaching up towards the ceiling. And biceps to hug the ears. Exhale, release your hands on either side of your front foot. Step back, top of the plank. Yogi's choice. Come right to your down dog or come through a vinyasa. Breathing. Finding your stillness in your down dog. Inhale, rise high on the balls of your feet. Step your right foot up between your thumbs. Again, find your balance or drop your knee. Either or. And bring those arms back. Whew, a little wobbly today. Pull that belly in. Reach those palms up to the ceiling. Gazes forward. Inhale, arms alongside the torso. Bring your arms out to a T. Thumbs up towards the ceiling. And lift your entire arm from the armpit to the fingertips. Bring those arms to a Y and move them back in space. Biceps to hug the ears and move those arms back. Exhale, release your hands on either side of your front foot. Step that left foot forward. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold in. Root down through the four corners and rise up. Exhale, the hands side. Okay. Hope everybody's warmed up. Now we're going to start playing with our sliders a little bit. So depending on your setup, you can stack your mat like I'm doing. So you have room to slide. Or if you're using your mat to slide on, feel free. Going to bring our feet onto our sliders. We're going to walk our hands up, walk our feet up. Inhale, lengthen halfway. And exhale. We're going to bring our hands down. Check in that your pointer fingers are parallel. Find that nice flat back. Push down into your hands like we have been. Push the earth away. Small bend in your knees. And come on back to your plank. Lift it up here. Keep those heels reaching back. Knees are lifting. Quads are strong. Hamstrings are working. And then inhale. Like you're going to plank right up into a headstand. Adjust your fingers. Slide your feet up. Inhale. And fold. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. Okay, we're going to do about 5. So take your time. There's no rush. If this is brand new and this doesn't seem even remotely fun, try with your hands here, knees bent, and come back to a table. And then rise up. Okay? So you can work your way into it. The important piece is to push down into your hands and push the earth away. As we move into our inversions, this will become very important. So push down, almost like you're going to plank right up into your headstand, handstand, bend in the knees, and reach them back. Push the earth away. Be here for a moment. And then inhale as you're lifting up through your hands till your feet come flat. Inhale halfway. Exhale and fold. If it feels better, you can stand between each one. Take a break. This is your practice. Do what feels right for you. Coming into that fold. Checking with those hands. Push those hands down. Bend those knees. And step back. Coming to your plank. Check in. The eyes of your elbows are talking to each other. Heart is soft as you're pushing the earth away. Inhale. Lift, 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 lift. And come in. Exhale and fold. That's 4. You can do this one. Join me or come to your child's. Push into your hands, slight bend, back to your plank. Strong in your plank. And as you come up, inhale and reach. Walk your feet in. Lift halfway. Exhale and fold. Hands to hips and rise up. Whew. Now we don't have a lot of space here. We folded up our mats. So I'm just going to turn this way and come to a child's. Toes together, knees wide, hands on my sliders. And come to a child's. Letting my breath come back to its everyday pace. Finding that stillness. Inhale, come on back up. Bring your knees in. Again, this next one, we're going to do 5. This time, feet are stationary and the arms move. So we're going to be going from a table to a Superman. And you say, what is that? Now again, you go to where you go to. So your knees are going to be about hips width apart. Feet are pushing down into the earth. Pull that belly up. Hands starting in your table. With your inhale and with your exhale, slide out. Stop in a pause. Slide a little further. Pull that belly in. This is all about your core. A little further. And all the way down. Rest your forehead. Hands come under your shoulders. Tuck your toes. And push up to plank. Or come to your table and walk your hands back in. Sit back and rest. And that's 1. 4 more. Okay? Do them at your pace. Go as far as appropriate for you. Don't push it, but try yourself. Test yourself. Push those feet down into the earth. Exhale and walk your hands out. Pull that belly in. The further your hands go away, the more your belly pulls in. Sorry, I can't talk during that last piece. Rest your forehead. Arms come back. Preparation for up dog. Or coming up. Or coming to table. And push back. That's 2. Lots of different ways you can do this. Whew, it's getting warm in here. It's getting warm where you're at. Whew. Number 3, come into your table. Push those feet down. Shoulders are strong. Pull in that belly. And exhale. Pause on the inhale. Exhale, bring it all the way out, maybe. Woo. Inhale, hands under your shoulders. And come back to your table. And slide back. That's 3. Take a moment. If you've had enough, come to your child's pose. Come to your child's pose and take a break. You can always catch up with us on the next one. This is your practice. Do what's right for you. This is building core strength and upper body strength. Coming back to your table. Push those feet down into the earth to activate your low core. Pull that belly button up. Suck in that corset. Tighten that corset around your abs. And then exhale. Let your legs get in on the program. Don't make it all about the core. Quads and hammies should be working here. And exhale. This part's all about the core. Woo! Oh, I got a cramp in my toe. Inhale, bring your arms under your shoulders and come back up, slide back. That's 4. We're getting there. Again, if you need to take a break, do what's right for you. Just glad that you're giving it a try. Table, last one. Feet push down, pull that belly up, and exhale. Pause with the inhale. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, hands under your shoulders, and push up and back. Come to your seat. On that one, let's set our sliders aside. Turn around, and bring our mat back out. Whew. What about you? That was warm. All of me is warmed up. Let's come to a balasana for just a moment. Find some coolness. Find that pause. Even when we're working hard, there's always a spot for a pause. Walking your hands back to your knees. Coming to sit. We're going to start working on our inversions. For my friends out there that have never done an inversion, no worries. Please watch. I'm going to take you through the various steps and where you can start and stop. Now, we're going to do this inversion with Shirsasana 1, headstand, hands and arms. So we're going to bring our forearms to the earth. I'm going to turn this way for just a moment so you can see I'm going from here to here and I'm measuring. And then I'm going to bring them forward. Okay? So, step 1, bring it in. Get your adjustment, get your palms pushed down again like we have them. Now for some, rise up. You're in this dolphin pose, this odd down dog. This may be enough. Maybe walk your feet in, maybe lift a leg, maybe lift the other. This may be all there is for you. Okay, that's it. Do a few, come down, come to your child's pose with your knees together or your knees apart. Now, if you're wanting to go a little further, take your measurements, find your spot, bring your head down so the crown of your head is on the earth. Push down and maybe pick up. See if you can find that pause. Maybe both legs come up, maybe not. Maybe you just work on finding the pause. Be here, keep working. Either coming into your full headstand or keep kicking up. The whole intention is where you can find your stillness. And just breathe. Again, as you descend, if you're in a full headstand, maybe bring one leg down and see if you can pause. And bring it down. Working on those core muscles to help you pause. Coming back to a child's pose. If you're still working on your donkey kicks, feel free. Join us in child's pose whenever you're ready. Again, walking your hands back to your knees, bring your knees together. Now we're going to do some work at the wall. If you don't have a wall, that's perfectly acceptable. If you are new to inversions and That was a lot more inversion than you've ever done. No worries, my friend. The first inversion, which everybody will tell you is my all-time favorite. We're going to come to lay on our backs, adjust your ponytail. It turns into an emergency brake when you don't want it. Scoot your hips back towards your heels or your heels in towards your hips. And grab your block. We're just going to bring it under. Tuck your shoulders under. Arms reach out, palms are facing up towards the ceiling. And then turn your forearms and your palms down. Pronate your arms. So you've got a little bit of support here. And just bring your legs and come into Viparita Karani. Legs up the wall. This is a wonderful inversion for those that are just starting and for those of us who have been practicing for years. This gives you all the benefits of the inversion. Your feet are above your heart. It's very relaxing. Getting that fresh blood flow from your heart up to your toes and from toes back to your heart. And just be here. It's a perfect, absolutely fabulous pose. Feel free to stay there as long as this feels wonderful to you. We will all actually be joining you, so feel free to stay. Now, for my friends that want to go a little further, but they're not ready to be kicking up, still building some strength. We're going to come up. We're going to stand. I'm going to have my back to you. You're going to take the measurement by the length of your leg. So you're going to reach your leg up, look down, bring it down, and step it in. Check again. Oh, that's a little too much. Stepped in a little too much. Okay. And then turn yourself around. Tuck your church for decorum. Hands are going to come where your feet are. Okay? We're going to step back in this really short dog. And then we're going to lift up our legs and come to an L pose. Walk those feet down, pull that belly in, and just be here. Maybe lift up a leg or not. Does not matter. Work on stepping down and stepping up. If this is a new pose to you, work on that. You can do 3 or 4, come to a child's pose. For my friends that are working on their full inversions, again, we're going to turn. We're trying to find that pause in all of these different levels, still looking for the pause. Whether you're in legs up the wall and finding the pause just in your breath, your inhale and your exhale. If you're doing your L pose, and you're working hard in your L, when you step down to your forward fold, stop and find the pause. Okay, so working on full headstand. Again, we're going to take that measurement, about a foot away. Going to bring our hands down. Check in, please, that your pointer fingers are parallel. Push down into the earth. Pardon the view. We're going to step in right or left leg and reach up and try to find the pause where neither foot is on the wall and you're just hanging in space. Come down, stay in your forward fold, hands to hips, and rise up. Feel free to do a few of those. Take your time. I'm going to do one more. I like trying to float. It's that last stand, that last vestige that the wall is there. Try switching feet. Again, whatever works for you. Your gaze is between your pointer fingers. And just try to be there. Woo, not that time. Lift it up. And just try to float. Both feet off and one off the wall. And just be there. It's okay. Doesn't matter if it lasts for a second. Doesn't matter if it lasts for an hour. Go ahead and work on that. And when you've had enough, as I said earlier, we're all going to meet up in Viparita Karate. Coming down. We've had enough. Take a few breaths here. If you're doing L pose or the full inversion, Adho Mukha Vrikshasana, and just take a few breaths. Let your heart and your breaths kind of regulate. Come back to normal. Eyes are soft or closed. After several breaths, bring that block under. We'll join our fellow yogis. Tuck those shoulders, forearms turned down towards the earth, and lift those legs. Coming into a nice restorative inversion. And here we can all find the pause. Sometimes when we're working hard on full inversion or L pose, it's hard to find that pause, that moment of stillness. And sometimes when we find it, it's very fleeting. It's here and it's gone. So this is the stillness we can enjoy. Okay, next exhale, bend your knees. Bring your foot palms to the earth. And we're not going to get rid of the block right away. We're going to bring our arms in slightly, tuck those shoulders. Again, roll those forearms so your palms are pushing down. Check in with your feet. Push into the balls of your feet as your heels reach down towards the earth. Then lift. Lifting up, lifting with your hips, pushing into the balls of your feet and lift. Exhale. Your hips down onto your block. Hands can come to rest. Removing the block. Letting your hips come all the way down to the earth. Setting the block off to the side. Now, yogi's choice. If you're working on strength building, you can bring your arms into robot arms and push down into the shoulders, push down into the upper arm just by the elbow. If you want more of the heart opener, you can take the bind underneath. Or do whatever variety with the arms feels right to you. Please always check in with your peace fingers around your heels. You can always walk the butt in another step. I'm going to do the strength builder. Bring those shoulders under. Exhale and lift. Keep pushing down into those elbows, pushing down into that lower upper arm. Then push into the feet and lift. Feel the lift. Please do not move your head. Gaze is straight up at the ceiling. And breathe. Exhale, release. Arms are going to come to a T. Palms facing up towards the ceiling. Now, yogi's choice. If there's a different twist that is more your style, feel free. I'm going to bring my right hip to the midline and bring my knees over to the right into a nice, gentle twist. And have about 10 breaths here. Going inside, going deep. With your inhale, knees come to center, realign your torso. And left hip comes to the midline as your knees drop to the left. Left hand can come to that right thigh, helping to bring that thigh over. Deepen the twist. Just like with our centering, take a couple breaths to find your pose, then find your stillness. Inhale, knees come back to center, realigning your torso. If there's any other pose that is speaking to you, calling out to you, feel free. When you're ready, come into your final Shavasana. When you come into your Shavasana, tuck your shoulders, small tuck to your tailbone, and then just let everything relax. Bringing movement to your fingers, movement to your toes. Feel free to stay here as long as you like. Making circles with your ankles and your wrists. Bringing your arms up overhead, reaching first through one side, and then through the other, and through both sides. Knees come into your belly and gently rock side to side, wrapping your arms around your shins if that feels good. Come over to your right side using your right arm as a pillow. Take a few breaths here. Using your left hand to help you come up to a seat. Come into a comfortable seat, whatever that may look like for you. Sitting comfortably. Resting hands on knees. Eyes are soft. For just a moment of reflection. Bringing hands to heart center, bowing chin to chest. May your yoga practice be of benefit to you, and especially through yourselves, a benefit to all others. Namaste.